da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Zisteau.
Welcome back, guys, to the Mindcrack server. Today we bring you a very special episode. Today, we are gonna do a favor for our dear friend Guude. Our dear friend Guude. Oh man, Guude, he's so busy all the time. He's always making things in the Mindcrack server and never finishing them. And so today, okay, today we're gonna finish something for him because he's never gonna do it. He's never gonna get around to it. We are currently at Guude's base on the Mindcrack Season 4 server. There's his house right there, and right here is this big log tree trunk thing, which has been sitting here abandoned and lonely for a long time. It's nighttime. I need to sleep in a bed. There's a bed, but I'm not gonna use that one. Boink! I put some slime blocks on the ground here, and you can probably imagine why, so that we can get off the top of that tree very easily. So, if you guys remember, and if you don't remember, I will put a link in the description of the last time this sort of scenario occurred at the end of Season 3, or towards the end, you know, in its twilight. The sun just set. Twilight. Oh, interesting. In the twilight of Season 3, Guude had a house, or at least a plot for a house, in the spawn village for Season 3. And he never finished the dumb thing. He never finished it. There was just a foundation. And so I got together with Team Canada, and we finished it for him, and we had a good time. And I think we have a similar scenario here. This server's been up about a year, and this thing's been sitting here all on its lonesome, all by itself. So I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna help Guude out. And let me show you something. I can show you the world. Okay. That's all the singing I will be doing this episode, I promise. I'm gonna sleep in the bed to turn it today and set my spawn. And then I'll show you what's in these chests. I have some materials for the job at hand. And they're all labeled and organized. That's wool, rails, ender pearls, and miscellaneous ore blocks. A lot of wood, some bones for bone mealing, or, you know, whatever I feel like doing. If I just want to shoot some bones, whatever, I don't know. Leaf blocks, food, dirt, gravel, stone bricks, hardened clay, stained clay of various colors, netherrack, ice, plants, miscellaneous dye, and other things, flowers, whatnot. Some empty chests I never filled up. Whatever. That's enough. That's plenty of materials. Anyway, I'm going to finish this thing. I don't know what it's going to look like when I'm done. I have no clue. But I'm going to get started, and I'm going to do the whole thing off camera. It's going to take me forever. And so what I think I'll do is when I'm finished, I will do a little walkthrough of what I built. So I will see you in several hours for me, and in a few seconds for you. Well, it's been a few hours, and if my voice sounds a little rough, it's because I might be a little tired. It's been a few hours. It took me a little while, but I think I am finished. Okay, let's have the grand reveal. We'll do a little bit of a walkthrough. The video will be short, I suppose, compared to the normal length of one of my Mindcrack episodes. But I hope you'll forgive me, because this took a long time to make. And I'm tired. I need to go to bed. But we're finished, and I think it's rather magnificent. Oh, yes. Let's go down. Let's fall down the ladder, slow motion style. There's a big G there. There's a lot of branches made out of wool. We've got a rail car. We've got this crazy ice thing coming up. We've got another terrain something. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but, well, it's netherrack with fire and quartz is obviously some kind of nether theme. I don't know why I put that there. I just kind of felt like it. I went with whatever I don't know, whatever mood struck me. I think I would classify this as a chaos prank. And what I mean by chaos prank is I also built this little rail track to get to the top. So by chaos prank, I mean I had a very basic idea for what this might look like once we were finished. And I knew, like, hey, I have all these blocks. I don't know which I will use, but I'm just going to bring a ton, just in case whatever mood strikes me, and I'm not going to think about it too much. So it's a chaos prank in that I would make very basic decisions, like I'm going to put some branches up here, and they're going to be made out of wool. And I would try not to think about it as much as possible, try to make random decisions, and then the overall effect would end up something like this, where we have all these crazy branches everywhere. We've got this weird ice thing sort of spiraling around. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I mean, obviously, besides a spirally ice thing, but the tree now has a spirally ice thing. It's got a rail cart thing going up to the top. It's got a bunch of crazy branches. That chest that's from a long time ago. Let's ride this back down. I've never done that. Let's ride this back down. Okay, here we go. All right. This is actually, I kind of like this. This is kind of fun riding this down. It doesn't just go straight up around in a spiral. I built this after I'd built a lot of this other stuff. Look at that craziness. That's the randomness I'm talking about. Look at those random branches. Looks pretty cool. I built the rail line after I had built that other stuff, so I had to sort of work with the spacing that was available in between all those branches, and I think it made it a little bit weirder, a little bit more interesting. Ooh, careful of the fire. I think I spaced the fire properly so that none of this will catch on fire. All of this, almost all of it anyway, is flammable, so that would be really bad if that happened. I hope that doesn't happen. Okay, so that's the outside. We've got also some roots I built to give it a little bit more shape around the outside, so that's kind of like a root shape there. Ooh, careful of the fire. This is some kind of entrance thing. I don't know what it's doing. It's just an entrance. And then over here, I shaped another kind of root thing, and I think there's one along the back. I put some water on top of the trees because I died a couple times falling, building all this stuff, and I thought it would be better if I had a bunch of safe falls available. So I put water up there, and now I kind of like the way it looks. It contrasts nicely with all the nether stuff. We got all this water flowing everywhere. Okay, let's go inside. I of course left a sign saying, "Hey, I did that. Hey guy, yeah you. Let's face it, you were never gonna finish this tree, were you? I didn't think so. Never fear. I got you. I finished it for you again, because we did it in season 3 as well. So this is it kind of looks like a fun house in here. It looks really weird, but cool. Weird but cool. It's a chaos prank. We've got at least at the beginning this sort of diagonal checker. It's not really a rainbow because the colors aren't in that order, but a diagonal checker. I don't even know what to call this pattern. Diagonal colored wool. That's good enough. Diagonal colored wool with paintings splattered all over the place, kind of randomly, haphazardly. And then basically at a certain point, I ran out of wool. So we got about to this point. I'm like, okay, I only have a few colors left. Let's put a big G on there. So I did that. I was like, all right, I got a little bit of wool left. Let's place that on the wall. I did that. Okay. And that got us to about here. I was like, all right, I brought all this stained clay. Let's start putting that, like, stripes. Okay, we already did diagonal. Let's do stripes. I did that. So I put the stripes up here for a while. And eventually I start to run out of colors. And I keep going. And then I run out of more colors. I run out of red right about there. Then it's just orange and yellow, and this sort of looks like a circus tent here, the orange and yellow stuff. And then at this point, I'm like, all right, let's bring out the big guns. We got the quartz, we got the lapis, the coal, redstone, etc. And I started doing those in stripes, and then I ran out. So I'm like, hey man, I still got all these slabs. These are actually left over from the original version of the farm building in Spawn, when I thought I was going to use a bunch of birch slabs. And I ended up hating it, and oh, that's great. Anyway, they're left over from the original version of the farm building. I ended up tearing these out. Oh, It's 2 Zisteaus. They're coming to your town. They're coming to your tree. They're going to... Oh, never mind. Just one left. Just one now. And very soon it will be 0, because I'm going to bed in a minute. I'm very tired. Oh, man, this took me all night. But it's done. And I think it was a good effort. I think it was a solid prank. I think it's more like a gift prank, because really, I would want to live here if I was Guude. So I think he should want to live here as well. But these are all left over from the original farm building. I just never had a use for them, and now I do. I think they kind of look like those mushrooms that grow on dead trees. I know there's more than one kind of mushroom that grows on dead trees, but hopefully you know what I mean. Okay, so that's basically about it. We ran through there pretty quick. I'm not sure how quickly Guude is going to find this. I think he's been spending most of his time, when he's on the server, he's been spending most of his time at the UHC building. Let's go down this one more time. Since we're up here, that's what it's for, right? It's to go down if you're up, and it's to go up if you're down. So I don't know when he will discover it, but after he discovered it, I'll upload this video, obviously. That's kind of how the pranks go. And we began the episode... I think I'll leave that there in case he doesn't have one on him. I will leave this here so that he'll be able to use that and try out the rail line, just in case he don't have one. But we began the episode with the BOO intro, and I think it's kind of appropriate to end it on that note, because in that beginning intro, all we were looking at was the basic trunk. I think that's a more dramatic view, what we have now. So let's finish it on that note. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Da 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 da.